everyone, welcome to a makeup tutorial. I always think it's a bit weird me calling these tutorials because I'm not really trying to teach you anything. I'm just basically doing my makeup and happen to be filming it. I am going to be doing like my, not an everyday makeup, something that I've been mixing up a little bit recently. Like yesterday, for example, I did a little bit of a heavier eye than I normally would for the daytime, and I had so many messages on my Instagram stories saying that you wanted to see a tutorial of it. So that's what I'm going to do today. My makeup bag, by the way, is from Elizabeth Scarlett, and they do the most gorgeous little pouches and everything. This is actually one that Kelly Eastwood, one of my friends, collaborated on, and the 100% of the profits go towards saving the turtles in Watamu, where Kelly is from in Kenya. First of all, I'm going to be using the Chantecaille Anti-Smog Tinted Moisturiser. It's called Just Skin, and it actually has an SPF 15 in there. I'd heard so much about this product for so long, and I've loved the brand Chantecaille for a while. I just never used this one. I don't know why. So I went into Space NK the other day and had like the little test to see which shade would be best for me, and that would probably be useful. I went for the shade Glow, and it's so light. I've been using this every single day, and even though it's winter, guys, it's so important to use SPF, whether it's in your moisturiser or a standalone SPF or in a tinted moisturiser like this one. But this one just feels so lovely. It's not greasy at all, and it's such a lovely base for your makeup. And as you can see, I just use my fingers. I've kind of, I'm not using as many brushes as I used to, mainly because I don't want to clean my brushes all the time. I'm lazy. But also, you don't need a brush for every single product. It's just, it got a bit out of hand, the amount of brushes that I had. Then I'm using a little bit of the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Hydrating Foundation Stick. Oh, this also has an SPF 25. I didn't know that. Well, I'm doubling up, so that's good. Again, I'm just going to use my finger. Rather than drawing it like straight onto my face. I find you get a bit of a lighter coverage just using your finger in the places that you feel like you need it. By the way, I should probably explain where I am. You're probably thinking, wow, Niomi has moved house and she's now living in a little cottage in the Cotswolds. As much as I would love that, I am staying at Babington House at the moment. I'm staying here with the Outnet. I'm on a press trip. So we had a very glamorous kind of Christmassy dinner last night, getting all glammed up, wearing the beautiful clothes from the Outnet. There's a gardener on my balcony watching me. He's putting soil in the flower beds, and he's probably thinking, why is that girl filming herself right now? That was in the shade Bamboo 5.5. I'm now going to use the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Concealer. This is in light, medium, neutral 05. This one I do just draw on my face. Under the eyes, around the nose, any blemishes. I look so pale in this light. I'm right by the window because I thought that would be the best light, but it's the greyest, like whitest day outside. Like, it's so overcast. Like there's just one big cloud in the sky basically. It's just white, and yeah, it's not the most flattering, is it? At least you can see what I'm doing. Again, just using my fingers because I'm lazy. I also just think fingers can give the best like effect, because brushes sometimes just kind of swish the makeup around a little bit. Maybe that's just the way I use it. Probably, that's the most likely reason. A tiny bit of the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. I barely put any in the lid, like literally a little tap basically. Do use a brush here because you can't use powder with your fingers. And just use that all over the skin. I'm not trying to mattify here, I'm just trying to like make it a bit more longer lasting for the day ahead. So you don't need much at all. I'm now using Inika. This is the bronzer, Baked Mineral Bronzer Sunkissed. Such a beautiful brand. like Bare Minerals really, mineral based. This is also mineral based. It's also vegan, cruelty free. It's from Australia. Recently, I think they've recently launched in the UK, or maybe they've just opened a few more stores. But I know that they are available in the beautiful store in Marylebone called Content, or Content. I don't know how you pronounce Content or Content. Spelled the same. But it's a very like conscious store full of like natural vegan makeup, beauty, clothing, essential oils, everything. Normally I would go around my neck, but I've got a white roll neck on, so I'm not going to do that. Already I've got a bit more colour. Look, I'm coming alive in front of you. Now I'm going to use some blush. This is Bare Minerals Gen Nude in Pink Me Up. If you are new to my channel, you're probably thinking, wow, that girl really likes Bare Minerals. If you're old to my channel, you know that I really like Bare Minerals. I'm just becoming a bit more conscious, you know, about my makeup. It's not 100% natural. It's all cruelty free, but you know, I just think it's important to become a bit more conscious of the products that we're using, whether it's skincare, clothing, makeup obviously. Sorry, I'm now using the highlighter by Bare Minerals again. This is the Endless Glow highlighter called Free. And I've just taken it like at the top of my cheekbones, brush it across the brow bone, using my finger inside of the eye. Oh, there's a robin right in front of me. I'm going to try and take a photo and then I'll insert it into this video. Oh, so cute. Oh, he's looking at me. So cute. I suddenly thought it was the gardener, like come straight up to the window, but it was a robin. How lovely for this time of year. Inside of the eye. And then the Cupid's bow. Again, just on the brow bone with whatever's left on your finger and down the bridge of the nose. Not too much though. Now I'm using the NARS Tinted Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. This is the best eyeshadow primer that I've ever used. And you know, I am trying to find a more like natural alternative, but at the moment I just haven't found one that's as effective as this one. It really is the best. Nearly at the end of that one. And for eyeshadow, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Eye Palette. I've been using this for a long time. She has since released a few other instant eye palettes, I believe. I've got one that's in a darker purple colour. But this is like my favourite kind of day look. So I take this like champagne colour. They're not labelled, but it's under Desk Eye, and just sweep that across the whole of the lid, starting from the inside outwards. And this is where I'm going a little bit bolder than I normally would for daytime. Normally I would just stick to these three, because they're like a great daytime colour. I'm actually going to hop over to here to date night and use this middle. It's like a bronzy shade, but with more of a shimmer in there. Because I just thought, you know, why not? It's autumn, winter, getting to that festive season. And I kind of mix between using brushes and finger, so I just smudge it out with my finger and then build it up a little bit more with the brush. And using that same bronzy glittery shade, I'm just going to go underneath my bottom lash line. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of this darker brown shade there, only a little bit. I'm just going to use that to add a bit of depth to what I've done already. And that same dark brown shade, I'm going to line my top lash line. This can just be quite messy and smudgy. Little bit of a flick. And this is where it gets glitzy, for me anyway. I'm going to be using the Chantecaille Luminescent Eye Shade in Warm Champagne, and this is their cheetah product. Chantecaille, one of the reasons I absolutely love them is that they give back so much to the environment and to help animals around the world. So they always partner with different charities. I think last summer they worked a lot with elephants, and this range, there seems to be a lot of different animals, so I think there must be one organisation that do a lot of work, but the inside is so pretty. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? So I just use my finger to delicately dab it over what I've already done, and it just adds like the different dimension of like sparkles, and it just catches in the light. But it's not too much, you know, it's not like solid glitter, so you can definitely get away with it in the daytime. Let's add a bit of mascara. I'm using the Laura Mercier eyelash curlers, and then the Inika Long Lash Mascara. This is the best natural mascara that I have ever used. A lot of natural mascaras, you get like the little dabs of black above your eye or underneath your eye, and it just doesn't last and it kind of drops. This is amazing, couldn't recommend it enough. First of all though, I do need to curl my lashes because they like to point downwards. Oh, that happens every time. And time for brows. I'm using the Bare Minerals Brow Master. This is in Cocoa. I find this just so easy to use, so it's just one that I always end up going back to. I also use a little bit of the Hourglass Brow Volumizing Fibre Gel. This is in Warm Brunette. And I don't use that much. I just kind of brush the brows with it a little bit. Kind of just keeps them in place. And last but not least, lips. So I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk. This is such a classic, and for a good reason. It is just so universal, goes with so many shades and skin tones. Like, I feel like I use this with so many different shades of lipstick. And then the L'Occitane Fruity Lipstick. This is in 00. Looks really, really brown in the packaging, but it's just quite a natural colour. And really long lasting as well, which is brilliant. So there we have it, my autumn winter glam makeup look, I suppose you would call it. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.